we're a work in progress. We're going to be for a little bit, but you rather learn these lessons with a win, and we're doing that slowly. We still have a couple of kids out that hopefully will be back one kid on Friday, and it's just they're gelling together. It's like I told them in the locker room, they're doing different things every game that's really good. It's something different every game, and it's nice to see as a coaching staff, because I know my staff works extremely hard and they do a great job. So we're going to get it together and put an entire game together. But I'm proud of them. 4-0 is a great start.
Coach, they shoot 4 of 32 in the second half. Talk about the defensive effort to keep them at that such low rate.
I think the biggest thing is, we had a couple people in foul trouble with Sarah and Caroline, so getting them back out on the floor in the second half, and they set the tone. We know that we made some adjustments on their man defense, so, technically speaking, on one of their wing screens, we shot the gap instead of trailed, and, we had a hand in their face every time, and that's what we helped the helper. We did some really good things, so they stepped it up in the second half. State didn't shoot real well, and, we have to get those rebounds, and they got too many offensive rebounds.
What were some key principles that you're focusing on to get it?
Rebounding, and unfortunately, we didn't do what we were supposed to on that end. They out-rebounded us by 1. They had 17 offensive rebounds, and we can't give that up. Transition baskets were 1, and they had 4 fast break points, so that was good right there. And, rivalry games, you could throw everything out the window. There was a stretch there where we just didn't stay poised, and they pressed us, and we threw the ball away a little bit, and we figured it out there for a while. Jamie got 2 layups. The second half, we figured it out, and that's what we wanted to do.
The Aggies get 6 assists, the Lobos get 6 assists, and Owens gets 10 assists.
Yeah, Bryce is pretty good. Lefty point guards are the best. But, wow, I didn't even see that. 10 assists and 3 turnovers, pretty special. We had three players in double figures, 1 almost there. Different people stepped up. Jordan Erskine with 10 points. Sarah with 10 points again. Caroline 14, and I think Caroline likes the fact that she doesn't have to score 20, 25 for this team to win. And you had Whitney Johnson get back in the mix with 6 points and 4 rebounds. But it's got to be balanced for us to be successful, and that's what we're going to do.
What did you change in the second half that really put the team?
Basically we made a couple adjustments on their man offense. So we did some of that, and then we switched a lot more, and we just made sure that we contested shots. We sat on the right hand, so they had to go left, and we still had 21 fouls, which is way too many. But some of those little adjustments, it hurt them a little bit, I think. And then they rushed their shots, and we try to get those rebounds.
Coach, you kind of touched on it already, but 4-0 for the first time in 8 years. I mean, what does that mean to you? What does it mean to these girls?
Well, I tell you what, for the returners, it means a lot. And I really enjoy watching those returners have some success, because they haven't had it in a while, and they've worked hard. And it's neat to see them feel good about themselves after wins. For the newcomers, it's nice to see them help those returners get wins. For the staff, they work their tails off, and in practice and scouting reports. So for the staff, it's great to see that we're all having success. So, as a team collectively, it's a great start, and they know that they have to work day in and day out in each game, and they've really done a nice job with focusing on scouting reports, having light practices, and then playing hard. Well, turnovers for sure. We had, I think, 17, but that's still too many. We had 12 in the first half, so, I guess it's 5 in the second half, I think, if my math's okay. But we're going to face a team that's very familiar with the pit. North Texas has a new coach. He was my boss at New Mexico State. He was at TCU. So he's very familiar with the pit. He's very familiar with Lobo basketball, and he's a very good coach. He's going to have them prepared. They're fundamentally sound. They lost in 3 overtimes to Alabama the other night, so they're going to be hungry for a win. They're not your typical 0-3 team. They're going to be they're a very good team. They really are. And they beat us last year, so we can't afford to overlook anybody.
What do you think about the level of competition in this tournament, especially with, I mean, you've got a top 10 ranked team coming?
Yeah, it's pretty good. St. Bonaventure was 31-4 last year too, and I know they lost some kids, but they were ranked in the top 15 as well. Again, North Texas is not going to be a pushover for anybody. They're going to come here well prepared and well coached. And then I really like Andy Landers. He's a great guy. He's a good friend, and I appreciate him coming back to the pit. He came here in 2003 for the NCAA tournament, it's great that we have a person like that is willing to take his team here and play in the pit.